So let's get into it. On your anvils, you guys have a cloth. Go ahead and remove that for me. What you guys have in front of you are bars of 1095 and 15N20 steel, which we want you to use to make Damascus billets and forge them into blades. But today, we don't want you to build signature blades in your signature style. No, gentlemen, we got something much more complex, much more intricate, a blade that was designed specifically for this competition by Dave Baker himself. Today, I want you to build this. Gentlemen, this is no mistake. The blade you guys are gonna be building is laying behind this display. Today's competition, we're gonna be testing your visualization skills in a competition we're calling the memory game. Guys, I'm gonna call you up one at a time, and you're each gonna have 20 seconds and only 20 seconds to check out the blade behind this display and commit it to memory. Because after that 20 seconds is completed, you will not get to look at the blade again. You guys ready? Jade, you're up first. Come on up, bud.
Yeah.
Matt, you're up, come on.
It has a trailing tip on it with a serrated back. It's gonna be a lot to remember.
Connor, your turn, bud.
Generally, I think my memory's pretty good, but 20 seconds is not a lot of time.
Okay.
It's A, huge, B, unnecessarily complicated,
3, 2, 1, time's up.
and C, that's pretty cool, all right? I'll give you that one. It's a pretty cool knife.
Gentlemen, you guys have 3 hours on the clock. Good luck, your time starts now.
Cool, calm, and collected. We have to do multi-layered Damascus. Never done that before, so I can't make any mistakes. I try and get all my loose pieces together and even on all sides, and I toss it in the forge. So far, so good. I don't hear any dead space, so I'm feeling very confident that my forge welding was a success, and now it's time to start drawing it out and shaping the blade.
My billet's finally up to heat. I'm ready to go.
I gotta set my welds, otherwise the billet's no good.
If you don't get a good Damascus weld, you don't have a good billet, you got nothing to turn in.
Gotta get me one of these.
It looks like it's welding pretty well.
And back in the fire with you.
At this point, my welds are set, my billet's starting to draw out, and I'm cruising, man. It'd be good to set myself apart from the competition, so I'm gonna put in a ladder pattern.
Hell yeah.
You're putting a ladder pattern in. That's awesome.
My billet's looking great, and out of the corner of my eye, I see other smiths setting up to do some Damascus pattern, so I'm thinking I need to do the same.
Now we've got two smiths doing it.
Smithy see, Smithy do.
Finished putting in my notches. Now I can just move on to the next part of making this blade.
I spent a lot of time drawing the billet out.
So much metal.
And it's still too thick, so I'm just gonna ditch some of this. I'm grinding on it. I'm trying to get that stupid thing to come off.
That's gonna be fun.
Finally, it pops free, so I gotta get it in the forge as soon as I can.
That's ugly. Nice.
I've got the billet prepped. I'm gonna forge my entire profile, and then I'm gonna clean it up on the grinder.
Good. I'm happy with the rough shape that I have. I'm ready to move over to the grinder. As I'm on the grinder, I notice that there's a D-lam on the side of the blade.
Oh no.
If I don't get that out of there, that's going to be a place for a crack. The only way to fix it is to weld it up.
If that weld doesn't solve that problem, that could snap the blade.
Oh yeah. Welded it up, and it's good to go. Time is of the essence right now. I can feel the adrenaline pumping through my veins, and I'm like, we're gonna get this done.
That'll do.
I feel good about the profile. I'm ready to quench.
It's fucking hot.
Jaden went into the oil, but he was pretty hot.
Yeah.
Get a quick glimpse at the blade, and it's dead straight. I am stoked.
Perfect.
Connor has still got a bit of a drop point. It doesn't really have a curvature to the spine. It's more like a peak.
I heat it up to quench temp, and I'll throw it in.
All right, Connor's quenched.
That's nice.
Seems pretty straight. I'm good to go. And then I realized, oh man, it's got these weird scallopy serrations. I gotta put those in.
I hate serrations on the back of a blade.
Then why'd you put him on here? Because you're evil.
Fuck, that's ugly.
If I forget any of these features and the guys around me remember it, that's a plane ticket home. Generally, I think my memory's pretty good, but I'm just gonna have to roll with it.
There we go.
Awesome.
Matt's clenched.
It's looking straight. I'm starting to get happier now. And that's when I realized I forgot the serration. Oh! I don't want to get sent home over not having the feature in the knife. So now we're in mad dash mode. I'm putting these serrations in the best I can.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, turn off your machines, put down your tools. This round is over.
All right, Bladesmiths, welcome to the strength test. Copper pipe chop. Looks simple, but this copper pipe loves tearing up edges. So I'm gonna give them a few whacks and test the edges, overall construction of your knives. You know, what they do to the pipes. It's cool to see, but the big thing is what the pipes do to your blades. Jaden, you're first, you ready to go?
Take it easy, but take it.
Okay.
Copper is really soft and kind of likes to stick on to steel. It could really easily roll it or do all sorts of things to it. And my heart is racing at this point because I don't know what's going to happen. Oh. That was gnarly.
All right, Jaden, you got all we asked for, so your memory must be pretty good. Couple little chips and rolls. But otherwise, handle's comfortable. Great job.
Thank you. I'm glad I went first. That was horrifying.
Matt, you ready for this?
I'm terrified.
That's all right, we'll do it anyway.
I've seen past competitions where the copper pipe chop does a lot of damage to blades, and I'm worried that my blade might be next. I can't count how fast my heart's beating.
All right, Matt, you survived. Good job. Blade's still straight. You still have an edge there, but what happened to the mosaic pins there? They're not there. It's one of the things we asked for.
The mosaic pin that I made it too short. I had to abandon it to make a functional weapon.
Okay, it's not a parameter failure, but that's a bit of an issue. The handle's fine. It's actually comfortable back here. Up here, it's a bit on the thick side, but your blade's still straight, still sharp, handle's still on. Good job.
Thank you.
Connor, how you feeling?
Less good than I was before I saw you wailing away, but
It's all right. You okay?
going into testing, my biggest concern is that it's gonna tear his hand up because it's not a finished handle. So I'm a little nervous about him swinging that at the copper pipes.
Let me talk to these guys for a second. Feel that?
Right there.
You got a little shiv right there. Connor, I got a big issue with this. I know you're rushed at the end, but this handle is extremely sharp, right where my finger is. And then the end of the blade right here is almost like a little shiv digging into my finger. Leather, tougher than my skin. The marks is digging into the leather. I would not feel comfortable unless I was wearing a glove swinging this, and that's totally unfair to your competitors.
I understand completely.
Well, Connor, man, we hate to see somebody go this way. Jay, unfortunately, can't fairly test your weapon. I want to say thanks for coming out. You fought really hard. You did great in round one. But unfortunately, your time here in the Forge has ended.
I understand. Thank you.
Damn good fight, man.
In a way, I'm relieved that they gave it a vote of no confidence. I do not want Jay to swing that and hurt himself. I wouldn't put it in my hands, and my hands are pretty calloused, so it's unfair for me to expect anybody else to do that. All in all, it's not too bad. I accomplished my 2 goals. Don't get out on round 1. Don't light my face on fire. Check and check. I feel pretty good about it.